We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Jones off the bootleg. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
His kick.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Score Giants 7. Panthers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
starts with a completion, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Brown racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 45 yards.
First down, Carolina.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Oh, Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, the raw sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Giants 14, Panthers 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
His kick is...
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On the play. And the Panther first down.
First down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Panthers 14.
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And again, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Now a 2nd down and 6.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Mayfield on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this. What I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to shake him off. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And up pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on